The third day of a government shutdown is looming, and we're already seeing impacts in some areas like national parks.
Erica Brown joins us now from Capitol Hill, where no new negotiations are scheduled.
And that could really create some major fallout, Erica.
Devin and Charisse, here in Washington, there are few signs of progress as lawmakers remain locked in their standoff over federal funding now in day 2 of this government shutdown. But the fallout is growing, with Republicans and Democrats continuing to blame each other. But with furloughs, threats of mass firings, and potential cuts to federal agencies, the stakes are rising each day.
80-year-old Yolanda Mendoza relies on SNAP benefits that could eventually be delayed if the shutdown drags on. Every week, she shops for food at the Arlington Food Assistance Center in Virginia.
Our families are going to be hurt.
The center's CEO is deeply concerned about what a long shutdown would mean if federal employees lose their jobs, as President Donald Trump has warned.
When federal workers are laid off, the first thing they'll do is reduce expenses. And that means that housekeepers, lawn services are the first to be cut. And those are the families we serve.
The shutdown has closed government buildings to the public in Washington and shuttered some national park facilities like the Sugarlands Visitor Center in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
We were going to talk to the rangers and went to open the door and it was locked.
There were no new talks held here in Washington, with some lawmakers out of town for the Jewish holiday Yom Kippur. The Senate is scheduled to vote again Friday on a short-term spending bill.
We're going to give my Democrat colleagues another opportunity to reopen the government.
Democrats are holding out for the reversal of Medicaid cuts and extending Affordable Care Act subsidies, as President Trump warns he's determining which, quote, Democrat agencies should be cut. The largest union representing federal workers is suing to prevent any layoffs.
Not one time have anyone equated firing an employee in conjunction with a furlough.
Hundreds of thousands of federal employees have already been furloughed.
Now, if a deal is not reached for Friday's vote, this shutdown could continue into next week, with no plans as of now for any votes over the weekend. And the longer this shutdown lasts, the deeper the personal financial impact on federal workers and the more widespread disruptions to some government services. Reporting from Capitol Hill, Erica Brown, WWL, Louisiana.